Do you want to know how to sleep better? Do you want to know how to sleep faster? Well, I've got that information coming your way. Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV on sleep habits. Sleep is a funny thing. If you were to ask my wife how much time she needs to sleep, it's somewhere between 8 and 10 hours. She loves to sleep. And frankly, if she doesn't get all the sleep that she wants, you ever heard that phrase, happy wife, happy life? Okay, well, that's kind of true with my wife's sleeping habits. So I'm a huge protector of my wife getting all the sleep that she could possibly want. I, on the other hand, need a lot less sleep. In fact, I can often function off of just 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I think the important thing to first talk about here is that sleep is something that without which we would die, right? So if you're getting a lack of quality of sleep, if you're not sleeping regularly, if you're facing insomnia and some issues with that, then you've already noticed what can happen to the quality of life. You know what it is to be a zombie, a sleepwalker during the day, to always be tired and not getting the sleep that you want. And here's what I want to share with you. The most powerful way to alter your sleep state is not by seeing a doctor and getting drugs and sleeping pills and taking this supplement or that supplement. I'm talking about a supplement far more powerful, and it is the power of your mind. Sleep is nothing more than an idea. And right now you already have an idea. For example, let me ask you these questions. Are you an early riser? Or do you like to burn the candle on both ends? Do you stay out late? Are you a night owl? Well, if you are any of these things, you might actually think that it's your nature. You might actually think, well, it's just who I am. But then you would be removing all of the accountability. Without taking responsibility for how you got to where you are in this moment, you possess no power to change. So it's true that your past is whatever your sleep pattern is, but your past does not define your future. So if you want to step into a world of quality sleep, getting more sleep, sleeping faster, sleeping easier, all of that is possible simply by virtue of what? It's by virtue of choice. Now, one of the things I'd encourage you to do is make a list of what your beliefs are around sleep. How much sleep do you think that you need? Is sleeping good? Is sleeping bad? I come from a space where I used to think that sleep was for weak people and that strong people need less of it so that they can be more accomplished. Well, that's the warrior inside of me that just wants to roar, just Hulk smash things, right? But in truth, I need a certain quality of sleep in my life too so that I can be rejuvenated, so that I can be excited, so that I can live my life the way that I want to live it. So first start by making a list. What are the beliefs that I have around sleep that aren't serving me? And you might find that you have some things on that list like, I'm not a good sleeper. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. I have restless leg and that keeps me from sleeping. I have insomnia. I have other conditions and names of what doctors have given me. Excellent. It's not who you are. These are ideas and beliefs that you worship that are producing the result of what you currently have. And when I say that your mind is powerful, I'm going to invite you to experiment on what I'm sharing with you. I want you to make another list. And this list is the what I want list. You see, so often we don't get what we want in life because we're investing in what we don't want. I'm going to invite you to invest in what you do want. So what do you want to create? And here are some ideas. You might want to pause and write some of these down if you like them. I get all the sleep that I need. I love and take care of my body. I ask my body how much sleep it needs to perform at its highest level and at peak performance, and I give it that sleep. I love and respect myself enough to give myself the time that I need. I love going to bed early and waking early, or whatever sleep pattern routine that's going to serve you there. Okay, these are ideas. I'm a deep sleeper. I sleep long and I sleep well. I was working with one of my students, and it was interesting. They've achieved some incredible things. In fact, took this tumor in their head and just zooped it away. Friends, I know it might sound crazy to think that changing your ideas can change your sleep, but I'm telling you, hang around long enough with me and some of the things that I do, or come to my 3-day Limitless event, and you're going to see such crazy possibilities of what you're capable of that you can see the irreversible or the impossible manifest and become possible. And sleep, this is easy. So you might want to write that one down too. I'm in charge of my sleep patterns. I've got dominion over my sleep patterns. Okay? Take the ideas that resonate with you, and what I'm going to invite you to do is every night before going to bed, is to have a little meditation. You might add a little bit of mute music that you enjoy listening to. Go to Pandora or some of those curated lists on Apple and find music that really resonates with you. Find maybe something without lyrics so that it's just moving music. Get yourself in a peaceful, present state. And I'm going to invite you to start by breathing in super deep in through your nose. Fill up all your oxygen in your lungs that you can possibly have. Hold it there for a second and then release it through your mouth. And all we're doing is getting you present. We live in a really busy world, and this mind loves to be in a million places, or at least 60,000 different thoughts a day places. This is a moment to be thoughtless and single-minded, a moment to give yourself the gift of a present moment. And when you breathe enough that you feel that peace coming in after a few deep breaths, feeling present, I invite you to pull out your list and read it as if it's true. Read it with faith. I don't care if the first time you do this, you'll say, but Kris, I have a lifetime of evidence that this isn't true. I don't care. I want you to act like you have a lifetime of evidence that it has only ever been true. In other words, manufacture and accompany emotions with the thoughts that you're having. Breathe them in, meditate on this, spend 5 minutes. I'm a powerful deep sleeper. I instantly go to bed the moment that I need and want to. I sleep long and deep. I set my alarm and I sleep all the way through up until it's time to get up. I listen to my body. I give myself all the sleep that I need. I'm an expert at sleeping. Okay, after I've done having those thoughts, I've meditated on them, go to bed. And night after night, watch as you drastically change your approach to sleep. And then at one moment, it might be the first night, it might be the 30th night, but something will happen. You'll be like, oh my gosh, it totally changed. And the moment you'll recognize it changed is the moment you chose to believe the words. Those aren't lies on the page. Those are ideas that you get to believe in first if you expect for them to become your reality. That's what faith is. It's faith in the unseen. It's in things that you don't even have perhaps evidence or experience of. And to believe in that, the unseen, the unknown, is what creates room for the possibility to manifest. So that's the first part that I want to share with you on sleep and how you step into a world where you get to create all the sleep that you want. So I'm going to share my sleep routine with you. Take it or leave it. A lot of people just don't like it. I've studied a lot of what very wealthy, very successful, very fulfilled human beings do. And one of the patterns that I've noticed is that they're often early to bed and they're early to rise. And I've made that a mantra for me. Now, I don't have a set amount of sleep that I know up front I'm going to do. I've got a general idea, but I really honestly just take one night at a time. I mean, last night I was doing Taekwondo. This morning I was doing acro yoga. I might have gone to the gym. In other words, I might have expended a great amount of energy. I'm going to take all of that into account, and then I'm going to go to my intuition. Well, what feels right? Well, tonight I need to get to bed earlier. Tomorrow I need to sleep in a little bit more. I personally average only between 5 and 7 hours. Often on my weekends, 7 will turn into maybe 8. And my body feels completely rejuvenated and renewed with that schedule. And for me, I think part of it has to do with the early to bed, early to rise. There's a lot of people that really have something against waking up early, but I'll give you my take on it. You wake up by 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, and while you're showering, I've already lived a half a day of life filled with my power hour, personal empowerment, woken up my body, my spirit, my mind. I've decided my intuition list of what I need to do that day. So by the time you're just greeting the sun, I'm already out there, connected, aware, and awake. Now I give something up for being able to do this, which is I'm not a night owl. I mean, I'll stay up till midnight, but this 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning stuff. I don't do that. Some people probably think that's kind of boring, but honestly, it works really well for me. And I love what it is to have the discipline to arouse and wake up my spirit in the morning so that I'm mentally prepared to tackle life. So how much sleep do I get in my routine? I just take it one day at a time. And I've got a great relationship with my body. My body is a gift. Body, what do you need? How can I serve you? How can I alleviate any pain or unnecessary suffering that you're having? And by investing in my body and taking care of my body takes care of me. It means that I hardly get sick. And for the most part, I live life with a lot of really incredible energy. And I really attribute that to that sleep. One last thing I will share. The scientists do say that you need roughly 6 to 7, 6.5 minimum hours of sleep a night, I think, to produce natural HGC, human growth hormone, HGH. And this is like the fountain of youth chemical, and it is only produced during sleep, and you need to have sufficient sleep to be able to get it. And there's an argument for, hey, if you're shortchanging your sleep and you're unhappy about it, do something about it, make a new choice, and know this. Whatever sleep you decide is good for you, you are 100% fully capable of creating here and now by virtue of choice. Friends, take your sleep seriously, and I hope today's information on Limitless TV has helped you do just that. Hit subscribe. We got more information coming your way, and look forward to sharing it with you. Take care.